Good day, everyone. I'm Christine Simakilang, and for today's discussion, we will tackle the chapter 14, which is the viruses, cancer, and immunology. Let's start.
In our life, we all experience common cold, right? Like coughing, sneezing, and much worse, fever. Mapapaisip ka na lang talaga kung saan nga ba nagmula ito. Well, common cold came from viruses.
Ang virus is a pathogen that can only replicate within a host organisms. It is a genetic material surrounded by a protein envelope. And ang virus, genomes are also diverse, ranging from RNA to DNA, single or double-stranded, linear or circular, with varying lengths and numbers of molecules. Marami ring kinds of viruses, and they are known for the diseases they cause. Some viruses ay nakakamatay, gaya na lang ng Ebola virus which can have a mortality rate of more than 85%. At ang slow-acting but deadly human immunodeficiency virus or HIV na nakakakos naman ng AIDS or the acquired immunodeficiency syndrome.
Let's proceed to the structure of a virus. Viruses are very small particles composed of nucleic acid and protein. Itong virus is mas maliit pa ito siya sa cell. And you can't even consider it as a prokaryotic or a eukaryotic. Kasi nga, it is considered only as a non-living. One structure of a virus is called virion. It is a combined virus particle consisting of nucleic acid and coat protein. Itong virion na ito is the entire virus particle. Next naman is the capsid. Ang capsid is the protein coat of a virus, meaning ito yung protective shell ng virus. Pinoprotect nito yung genetic material which is the DNA or RNA. Lastly, we have the nucleocapsid, a combination of nucleic acid and capsid. This is what the structure of a virus look like. We have the envelope, the spike, the capsid, nucleic acid, and nucleocapsid. Magkakaiba actually ang shapes ng mga virus, but they have one thing in common, and that is all viruses have some type of genetic material. It can be in a form of DNA or RNA. Tapos na tayo sa virus structure, let's proceed naman sa virus life cycle. Most viruses cannot survive without a host, kaya kailangan itong makahanap agad ng cell na kakapitan. Now, we have two types of viral or virus life cycle. First one is the lytic pathway, and second is the lysogeny. Ang nangyayari dito sa lytic pathway is that yung virus, i-attach niya yung sarili niya sa host cell by finding its receptor para makagain siya ng access na maka-attach dito. Right after that is i-inject nito yung kanyang DNA or RNA. Depende sa kung anong genetic material yung hawak-hawak niya at ipupunta niyo yun doon sa cell. Kapag nangyari yun, it causes host cell to rupture, explode, or lyse by this process. At kapag nakalabas na yung virus, ay hahanap ito ng bagong host hanggang sa maulit muli ang process. Next we have is the lysogeny, a viral life cycle pathway where the viral DNA incorporates into the host DNA but does not lyse the cell. Ang lysogeny is like a longer process ng lytic cycle. Like gaya sa lytic cycle, yung virus will inject their genetic material but this time, the genetic material stays hidden in the host genetic material. Nakiblend ito sa genetic material ng host. So when the host makes new cell, gagayahin ito yung sarili niyang genetic material at yung virus genetic material na nahalo doon sa host. Then, ang mangyayari is yung daughter cell ay gagawa ng bago. And then yung daughter cell na yun naman ay gagawa ng bago at panibago at panibago. Though, yung lysogeny may not seem be a problem, but it will become one if it gets triggered to go into lytic cycle. Well, nakavary lang naman yun if there could be a chemical trigger or lack of food for the host. Next is retrovirus. A retrovirus gets its name from the fact that its replication is backward compared to the central dogma of molecular biology. It makes DNA from RNA. Ang normal transcription kasi is DNA to RNA. Pero ang reverse transcription is RNA to DNA. Itong retrovirus kasi is a type of virus that uses RNA as its genetic material. Well, after infecting a cell, a retrovirus uses an enzyme called reverse transcriptase to convert its RNA into DNA. And then parang, lang din siya, lysogeny, na kung saan kapag convert na niya or na-integrate na yung viral DNA, isahalo siya sa DNA ng host cell para makapag-replicate yung retrovirus. Bakit nga ba importante ang retroviruses? Well, retroviruses are the subject of extensive research in virology these days for several reasons. First reason is it is linked to cancer. And parami na parami yung aspect of the relationship between viruses and cancer ang nadidiskubre araw-araw. Next is the Human Immunodeficiency Virus or HIV. Ang HIV is a retrovirus. HIV is the cause of the disease acquired immunodeficiency syndrome or AIDS. Ang AIDS treatment is AIDS treatment and a definitive cure are among the primary goals of the retroviral research. So, ang pangatlo naman is, ang retroviruses can be used in gene therapy. Ang gene therapy kasi is it uses modified viruses to deliver healthy genes into a patient's cells to fix genetic problem. Gaya na lang ng severe combined immune deficiency or the SCID. Ang ginagawa dito is yung viruses are changed so that they can't cause illness, only carry the new gene. Yung severe combined immune deficiency kasi is nag-undergo sila ng operation na kung saan yung mga unhealthy or yung mga sira, something like that, sirang genes is that pinapalitan ng healthy genes para ma-fix yung problem or yung sakit, which is the CSID. Next we have is the immune system. It is a general term for many cellular and enzymatic processes that allow organisms to defend themselves from viruses, bacteria, and parasite. Itong immune system lang naman ang reason bakit wala tayong mga sakit kasi sila yung nagpoprotekta sa atin sa mga pathogens or the viruses, bacteria, and parasites. Ano ba ang nangyayari kapag yung immune system natin is it doesn't work? Well, doon na nagre-result yung autoimmune disease wherein yung immune system natin, it attacks the body's own tissues. Also, another example is allergies, which is the improper functioning of the immune system. Kapag nagkakaroon na tayo ng mga sakit is nahihirapan na tayo. May mga viruses kasi na pumapasok na sa ating katawan kapag hindi nag-work yung immune system natin. And gaya nga ng sabi ko, may mga viruses na deadly. Kaya yung ating mga scientists is naghahanap kagad ng paraan paano ito mapahinto. Gaya na lang ng vaccine. Vaccine is consists of dead or weakened virus or bacteria that once introduced into human body. It allows the immune system to produce its own biodefense against infections. Paano rin ba nag-work ang ating immune system? Well, may two process kasi sa ating immunity, which is yung nag-work sa cellular level, which is yung sa ating innate immunity, and sa molecular level, which is yung sa adaptive immunity. Now, let's proceed to the innate immunity. Ang innate immunity is the first line of defense in the immune system. Several parts ang innate immunity, gaya na lang ng physical barriers such as skin, mucus, and tears. All of these hinder penetration by pathogens and does not require specialized cells to fight the pathogen. Pero, kapag yung mga pathogen na ito or like bacterium, virus, or parasite is na kapasok na sila sa outer layer of defense, the cellular warrior of innate system comes into play. Sana dito ang dendritic cells. Dendritic cells is an innate immunity cells that are first to encounter viruses or bacteria. Dendritic cells are found in the skin, the mucous membrane, the lungs, and the spleen. Itong dendritic cells na ito is a long tentacle-like projections extending from the cell. And ang dendritic cell din is called as the antigen-presenting cells, meaning they present antigen to other immune cells, particularly the helper T cells. Another part of the innate immune system is the natural killer cells. It kills infective or cancerous cells and secretes cytokines to activate other cells. Natural killer cells are found in the bone marrow. Next part of the innate immune system is the macrophages. Macrophages are immune cells that engulf and destroy pathogens, cellular debris, and dead cells through a process called phagocytosis. These macrophages acts as the first line of defense against infection. So, ang ginagawa nito ni macrophages is nagre-release ng cytokines that promote inflammation doon sa site na may infection. Next we have is the acquired immunity. This is the body's ability to develop protection against specific pathogens, also known as the adaptive immunity. Itong acquired immunity is ito na yung siyang na-develop over time through exposure to specific pathogen and is slower to activate but creates a long-lasting memory for a faster and more targeted response in the futures. Itong acquired immunity it is dependent on two other types of lymphocytes, which is the T cell and B cell. Here are the other acquired immune system. First is the helper T cells. It coordinates the immune response and are targets of the AIDS virus. Next is the B cells, produce antibodies to help fight infection. Lastly is the killer T cells, also known as the cytotoxic T cells. They directly kill infected cells. Next is the major histocompatibility complex or the AIMHC. AIMHC is a protein that displays antigens on the surface of the cell. It represents protein fragments on the cell surface to immune cells. There are two classes of AIMHC. First is AIMHC1. It binds to killer T cells. Next naman is yung MHC2. It binds to helper T cells. Since we're talking about T cells, let's proceed to the functions of T cells. First is the killer T cells, also known as the cytotoxic T cells or the CD8 plus T cells. It directly destroys infected or cancerous cells. Next is the helper T cells, also known as CD4 plus T cells. It acts as a command center, activating other immune cells like B cells and killer T cells. The helper T cells stimulate B cells to make antidotes and stimulate T cells to become active. Next type of T cell is the regulatory T cell. It is a type of white blood cell that suppresses the immune response to prevent it from becoming overreactive. They are actually crucial for maintaining immune tolerance, preventing the body from attacking its own cells. Lastly is the memory T cell, a type of immune cell that remembers a previous pathogen encounter. So it enables a faster and stronger immune response upon re-exposure. They are usually long-lived and are created after an initial infection from a small fraction of activated naive cells or naive T cells.
Next naman is yung nagpo-protect sa atin kapag may mga unwanted substance na naka-enter sa body natin. At yun ay yung antibodies. Antibodies is a blood protein produced in response to and counteracting a specific antigen. Antibodies combines chemically with substances which the body recognizes as alien, such as bacteria, viruses, and foreign substances in the blood. Also, antibodies is Y-shaped protective proteins. That would be all. Thank you so much for listening.